The stock market is all about rips and dips lately. Let's bring in Michele Schneider, Director of Trading at the MarketGauge Group. Michele, what's your thought?
Well, there is a tremendous amount of buying coming in, even on Friday when we saw the market looking like it was going to collapse. In the last 15 minutes, there must have been algos coming in and buying at least the Russells, which are the weakest of the four indices right now, and definitely one that we have to keep our eyes on. As far as the overall market, there's a lot of confusion besides the obvious confusion with the virus and with Powell's policy for next year. You have Russia and Ukraine starting to heat up. There's a little bit of friction going on in the Middle East between Israel and Iran. So there's always going to be things. So we're back to buying here based on some good technical support, particularly around 215 in IWM. But I think you have to be very nimble here at the end of the year and be prepared for pretty much anything. There's still a lot of cash coming in, so that's a positive, and junk bonds are holding, that's a positive. So we'll keep an eye for the next couple of days and see if we can hold these levels and then feel better about buying something as we get closer to the end of the year.
Why is all of this money coming into the market now? And how are you playing it with your trade?
Well, the money, I think, is coming into the market because there is a lot of still retail investors out there that look for these sort of dips to buy. And that's been the big call out all year, right? Buy the dip, pump and dump. And then you have institutional money coming in and you have corporate buybacks coming in. So I think that people are still feeling relatively optimistic about 2022 and some growth. So that's a good thing. In terms of my stock pick, I really felt like I should go back and talk about Vito from last week, which I gave, because we talked about it being good, and it was good for a couple of days until Friday when we saw the whole cryptocurrency crash. So I just wanted to explain the importance. We had gotten in, but we had to stop and we got out on Friday before the crash. So whatever I give you, always have to have a good amount of risk. So right now we're looking at Viacom because we think 5G could be strong. But with Viacom, you had a recent low. You got to put your stop under that low. And then if you start to get some good money on the trade, take off some as you see profits.
A lot of good information. Thank you, Michele.
Thank you, Angie. Talk to you next week.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.